Right, I just want to make a little intro. Who am I? My name's Jason O'Sullivan. I live in the UK. I started playing harmonica around lockdown sometime. I was inspired. My brother played harmonica. He took his own life. Um, One thing sort of leads on to another. Life gets a bit serious sometimes, and I sort of, for some reason, I listened. I think my wife put me on to this Daryl Mansfield. Look him up, Daryl Mansfield, gospel harmonica sort of thing. Um, and it just inspired me. I'd already been playing guitar, so yeah, seeing a Christian play harmonica, it inspired me, and it's blues as well. Um, So I don't know. I started playing harmonica. My first harmonica was a Hohner Silver Star. I wouldn't even buy one for a child, right? It was a big mistake. It was in the key of A, and no, I haven't even got it anymore. I wouldn't even buy it for a child, right? So make sure you got a decent harmonica. Hohner Special 20 is the sort of standard that most people recommend. Beware of people in groups who say, oh yeah, buy an E-stop or buy this. What they're talking about is, they've probably tried a few different harmonicas. They've been playing for years, and now they've found a budget harmonica that they know how to tweak to make it better. And if something goes slightly wrong with it, they know how to open it and to sort of reset it. Well, most beginners don't know any of that stuff. So you need a decent harp that just works out the box. It doesn't need tweaking. It won't need opening unless it's time to, after 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and it's time to clean it. You might want to do that. But if it's Hohner Special 20, it's got a plastic comb. So yeah, I quickly got into playing songs. I don't know, checking nursery rhymes or playing songs. I picked up a mentor who said to me, here's a song. He gave me a song, Lord of the Dance. Dance, dance. Right, and he said, pick the notes out to it. In other words, well, he knew that I could play the major scale. I told him about that. I played the major scale. I was puckering. I was trying to pucker anyway. And so he left me with that. Pick the notes out to this tune. What he means is no tabs. Just go and listen to someone playing it on a violin or something, or the Irish people banjo and all that sort of thing, and pick out the notes. So learn to play it by ear. That's what he said, and so that's what I did. It took about 2 weeks, and I'm really grateful for that encouragement. Um, yeah, and I want to play the blues. I wanted to play the blues, and before long, I'm hearing about bending notes and stuff like that, and I really got into that. Within a week or two, I had about 10 harmonicas. I probably had like 4 C harmonicas, different brands and different models, and I went headlong into wasting loads of time and money on trying to find the best. Same as resources. I went and bought stuff. I spent my life addicted to YouTube videos, starting new stuff. So I've made videos. So the reason why I'm making these essential videos, right? I'm not saying I'm a teacher. I'm not elevating myself to saying this is like the truth. It's just a case of I've bought stuff, I've watched a load of stuff, and I've paid for lessons, I've had lessons, and I've been taught, and I've learned, um, and now I've made these essential videos, and I just kindly sort of ask people, right, would, if I see someone, oh, I'm new, where do I begin, that sort of thing, what's the first thing to do or whatever. So I just gently say, would you like me to send you these free videos? Um, these videos, I call them essentials. It's just a case of, and I've said this in all my videos, um, potentially you could pay someone to talk to you about the major scale, breathing exercises, playing simple songs, um, and like the scope of what you can do with the harmonica. Yeah, you could be paying for someone to take you through that sort of stuff, right? Or you can just learn that for free. It's for free stuff. That's the sort of stuff that's just free, really. The world will teach you the scope of harmonica. The harmonica community will teach you the scope. So that's going to take a little bit of time where you're looking around Irish music or blues or tongue blocking or puckering or, fast or slow, this scale, that scale, there's this world, this ecosystem where you can do with harmonica. Then there is your major scale. It's foundational major scale. Everybody does it. It's something you Google it. What's the major scale on a harmonica? You find out, write it down, learn it. I've got videos on that. I've probably sent you the video already. Breathing exercises, breathe, blow, draw, blow, draw, blow, draw. Yeah, that sort of thing. You don't need to pay someone to teach you that. Yes, if you get to a point where you want to play a song that might be fast or it's got a lot of draw notes, then you need advice on how to exhale air or how to save yourself from being full up too much or running out of breath. It's not really running out of breath, it's being full up with too much breath. So, yes, you need advice about that sort of thing. But what I'm saying is, initially, you shouldn't need to pay somebody to talk about these things. I believe it's not really. Sorry, the light's just gone off. It's got a timer on it. So I believe this isn't the sort of thing. It's not valuable. Um, it's not valuable time spent with a teacher that you're paying to talk about them things. You can talk about those things in community without paying someone. That's all I'm trying to say. Get some of those basics down, right? And when you get to the crossroads of, right, now you're hearing about tongue blocking, go to bluesharmonica.com with the voucher. Yeah. Don't waste any more time with anything else. Hohner voucher is free. Or if you've got £16, just go and join. Right. A month for that, and you will be on your way to being a tongue blocker. Yeah. There's a lot more to it, to the world of tongue blocking, but a month is a good chunk of time for you to be pointing in the right direction. And then, and then when you can do the major scale, when you can play some songs, when you can play some single notes, when you're breathing a bit easier, then maybe look into the 4-week course with Tomlin, maybe. Or you might want to buy something from Liam Ward or somebody else. Yeah. Harmonica Barge or something like that. But this is just the initial sort of entry frustration. If you ask the question in some groups, oh, I'm a beginner, what should I do? You'll get 25 answers and they'll all be different. And one or two of them will say, I can teach you. Send me a private message. And then in general, what they mean is they're going to probably charge you for that. Do you know what I mean? So I just sort of catch people at that stage. And I'm not saying listen to me only, do what my videos say, develop a dependency upon me. No, I'm not saying that neither. There's some warnings in my videos, don't jump around YouTube too much. Don't just start everything all the time. Don't just practice all the time. Have some fun. You know, there's some sort of warnings in my videos. It's the kind of things that I've sort of done. So I'm sort of saying, watch out for that, don't do that. And also, a lot of the things that I say, you will notice that I will repeat myself. When it's something important, I'll repeat myself. And because there's no other answer. I was just talking to someone today who I highly respect. He makes some excellent videos, really good music, and he said, "Oh, I just can't play the blues." And I was like thinking, man, you're really good. You're really, really good. And 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 so I said, send me some of your stuff. And he sent it, and I've been in this situation where I believe, I don't know whether it's a human condition or a harmonica world or just our development. We believe we are far more advanced than we really are. Maybe it's because we want to get on, just go and get on and do what next man's doing. We want to impress people. We want to sound great. But possibly, yeah, we believe we're more advanced. So then sometimes it's just good for someone to come along and say, with all the respect in the world, you know, your breathing is you're sort of you're not breathing correctly, or gently just sort of say, you're bleeding notes there, slow right down, or to gently say, your bends are not quite on there, sort of thing. How about doing this? Slow it is, and it's normally a case of slow down and go back to where you thought you'd sort of passed. It's normally that's all that I hear it constantly. Just stop, just go back a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Let's say you're on 80 BPM, right? You need to go back to 65, 64, or 70. This is just like a metaphor. But it's often you just gotta go back. So this is why I repeat myself: major scale, single note, breathing exercises, simple songs, and then build upon that. Yeah. Um, so I hope my videos help. I do not want to offend anybody by just sharing really simple stuff. If you're like, man, this guy is like stating the obvious, then yeah, just move on. That's fine. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gearing you up so that you're gonna later on you're gonna pay me for something. I'm just sharing these videos. They if someone called me out, right, and shared these types of videos with me, I either would have not listened anyway, probably, or or I might have gone, well, yeah, he's got a point. He's got a point there. Yeah, you know. Oh yeah, and actually, like, take the bluesharmonica.com tongue blocking course for example. When my man told me about that, I went and done it. I went and done it, and for various reasons, it is just the way to go. It's not the only way, but for me, it's the most relaxing embouchure. For me, it's there's just so much flavor involved, so many different flavors involved in tongue blocking. Um, but there's a reason. There's a reason and a purpose for pucker too. Yeah, but in general, tongue blocking is the way for me, the way to go. And for a lot of people, it is too. Even if they pucker, there's still this sort of like pucker 65, 75, 70% of the time. But then it's like, what? I can't, I can't do that now with a pucker. So I've got to tongue block. So then they have to. That's the way it is. You just got to, and then your world becomes a bit bigger. That's all. So sorry about the long video. I just thought I'd explain a little bit as to why I made these essential videos, and when I'm saying essential, it's just what I see as being essential things. So, all right, God bless.